I understand what Keith Thurman is doing. He's selling himself. He's saying, look, this is me. I need to do this to sell myself to the public and do all this and that. But when the fans of Keith Thurman keep coming to me with the dumb shit, then that's when I gotta address it. Like, quit telling me Floyd's afraid to fight an African American. Man, like Thurman said though, man, he's only fighting those Mexicans because they got a certain style that he's accustomed to fighting. You see, this is just the kind of ignorance I gotta deal with constantly on emails, constantly on Twitter, Facebook, YouTubes, and a whole bunch of that could be deleted because I'm going to address it right here so you don't have to ask me that question again. When it comes from Mr. Keith Thurman, I will address this for Keith Thurman right here. For all of you that's listening. The person who brought this to your attention, again, and who was complaining, was Keith Thurman, right? The Keith Thurman who's saying Floyd fights these guys because they have a certain style and he's not fighting the African Americans. Keith Thurman said this. But let's see the opponents Keith Thurman has been fighting. So that means if Keith Thurman is doing this talking, that means he's fighting all the African Americans, right? He must be, since he's making these kind of statements, right? That meant you've been tearing up the African Americans, right? And nobody doing it but you. Oh, wait a minute. His ass ain't fighting them either. Colazo, Guerrero, Bundu, Franz, Julio Diaz, Soto Carras, Diego Chavez, Quintana, John Zavik. Where your brothers at? Where are the brothers that you've been whooping on, Mr. Keith Thurman? You've been fighting people with vowels at the end of their name too. Why? Because they have a certain style that you become accustomed to. Is that the reason? Or wasn't just no brothers available at that weight class? Which one is it? You 26, Floyd 38. He didn't did his fighting at that weight class. He's done his fighting in his African. He don't got to prove nothing to nobody. You the one got to prove. You 26. You talking to a man who's already accomplished. He's in the Hall of Fame 10 times. He was in the Hall of Fame 10 years ago. You see, that's the kind of ignorance I'm talking about. When I'm looking at all these people on the social media, stop sending me something just because you heard it on a YouTube video. Think it through. Who is telling you this? Why are they telling you this? They're just selling themselves. So I'm not mad at Keith Thurman for saying it, but I had to address it because it was retarded. But see, now that I explained it to you, now it started to make sense. Like, yeah, Keith Thurman ain't really about nobody either, man. So until you fight some African Americans and get some in your bank, you have no reason to throw rocks at the throne. But I know, go ahead, do what you do, sell yourself, that's cool. I get it. I ain't mad at you. It's your boy Karceno. I'm out. And if this is a first time listener, Keith Thurman fan, we're not a Keith Thurman hater. Okay? We're just bringing truth to the light of what he said with facts. But y'all can't differentiate, the two. So, oh man, I gotta make this call. I'm out.